Hey guys, I just woke up. It's 5 a.m. right now. I actually set my alarm for 4:55, and then by the time it's 5 a.m. I'm usually out of bed, and then I'll just quickly put on a little fleece or something warm and some sweatpants and fluffy socks, and then get back into bed and read for a little bit. And the first thing I do when I wake up is I just turn on my LED lights so I can see, and I turn on my heater so that I don't freeze to death. And then I will just lie in bed and read for around an hour or so. My goal this year is to read a book every week, which can be tricky because my English class also requires readings which take a lot of time. But I'm trying my best, and I'm trying to cut back on my Netflix and YouTube consumption so that I have more time to read. So far, I have not been super successful with reducing my Netflix and YouTube consumption, but I am reading more, so that's a positive side. Hey guys, I've been reading for around an hour now. I'm gonna get up and head downstairs to begin working and doing some homework and stuff. This is about the time my family gets up, so then we all go downstairs and kind of sit at the breakfast table together. I don't usually eat breakfast at 6 a.m. or even before like 10 a.m. So I usually just sit at the table and do some of my schoolwork with them. Before I head downstairs, I'm just quickly gonna do some bullet journaling, and I'm not actually gonna write down anything right now. I'm just gonna check off some stuff that I forgot yesterday and just write down some things that I have to do today.
Sit down, you sit down, you sit down, you sit down,
Right now I'm in my first class and it's around 8:30 a.m. My classes start at 8:15, and my first class of the day is organic chemistry, which is totally fine by me. I'm just sitting here and doing some practice problems. One thing I've learned about being in online school is that you 100% need to have a dedicated space to work, and if you don't, you're most likely going to get distracted by stupid things like your bed or your phone, or even going down to get food. If you have a routine of maybe like watching YouTube and eating some chips, then if you try to do work in that location, it may not be so successful, and you might find yourself going down the same path of wanting to watch YouTube and eat chips instead of focusing on work. Anyway, a little bit of food for thought. Let me get back to my work. Today I have a pretty hectic schedule. I have school from 8 until 3, or 8:15 until 3, and then I have a meeting after school for my iGEM team, and then after that I have a workout at 5 p.m. with my field hockey team, which is probably the busiest I've been on an online school day, which is kind of weird to say because when I was going to school, I would leave for school at around 6:30, be back at 7 in the evening. So that's 13 hours of not being at home, not relaxing, seeing my friends, yes, but not just like chilling and doing nothing. Honestly, I'm so lucky to have all this extra time now that I'm in online school, and I've been using it pretty well. I've been doing some extra running, and I've been playing my guitar and doing some extra studying, and also using this time to apply for universities, which is what I'm currently doing. Anyway, I should probably get back to my class, stop getting distracted, and I'll see you guys in a bit in my next class.
sit down, sit down.
I'm done with my first class of the day, which was organic chemistry, and now I have a 15-minute break until my next class, which is SynBio. And SynBio has to be one of my favorite classes when we're in school, but when we're online, it's honestly kind of a drag. We watch my teacher do labs on Zoom calls, which is not as interesting as you might think, especially with SynBio, which is pipetting like 2 microliters of things from here to here and all that kind of stuff. So I wouldn't say it's the most interesting online class, but it tends to finish early, so I usually spend only about half an hour in that class, and then the rest of the hour I have independent work. And then right after that I have lunch, which is it's so early for lunch, but honestly so needed for an online day. Lunch is at 11 and then ends at 12:15. And as I mentioned, today I have a pretty packed schedule, so I'm definitely going to take my lunch and just chill and take a break.
PCR primers we use.
Guys, so it's my lunchtime right now, so I'm gonna class that at the end of the morning, and I hope you enjoyed my morning routine on an online day of school. If you did, please give the video a like and subscribe down below if you're new. This is a pretty typical day for me. You know, I wake up every day around 5 a.m. and from then on it's pretty much just school, reading a little bit, studying, and work until lunchtime. I don't even have time to walk my dog anymore because classes start at 8:15, and it's so cold out lately that I don't usually run in the mornings because it's usually around -1 or -2 degrees, and I just can't force myself to get out of bed on those days. So I tend to run after school now instead. And I'll see you in my next video, guys. Bye.